Hey you guys, Phoebe here from Little Grey Box with Matt behind the camera. Now we are on board American Airlines this morning because we are flying from Sydney to LA. Woohoo! Very thankful to be experiencing their flagship business today. As you guys know, Matt and I are just normal people, and this is such a special thing. We really don't take this for granted. So a huge thank you to American Airlines for having us and letting us experience your flagship business. We appreciate it so much. Now I thought we would get started by doing exactly what you do when you jump on a plane, which is to try out all the little tricky bits. Let's have a look at some of the features here and some of the extras that you get when you board. So the table stows underneath the television, which is in front of me, and this is something I really like. Let me show you when I pull it out. Can come all the way down nice and close, or you can move it further away. I'm still getting the hang of it, so bear with me. So what I really like about that is there's more room between you and the table. And not only that, you guys, but there's so much room here next to me that even if this is full of food, which I hope it will be, I can still slide out really easy to go and use the toilet. And that's something you normally can't do. Normally once the food comes, you are locked in, you are trapped. So I really love that. And I love how it stows up onto the television. It's out of your way, but it's not taking up any of your leg room. And it's also an additional spot for you to rest things. Let me put this back out for my food. Of entertainment, I have this really big screen in front of me. It's a fantastic size. You can operate it one of two ways. It's touch activated or stowed under here, and I pulled it out just because I knew I'd be ready. They have this. If you were lying back in your seat and then you can't quite reach the screen to change the movie or anything like that, that's when you would use this. Otherwise, I'm inclined to go with a touch screen. They have a great selection of new release movies. There's a really wide variety of movies in general. There's games. There's even Chromecast, you guys. We could put some Little Grey Box videos on there and make people watch them. There's seat-to-seat chatting, live chatting, so you can slide in the DMs of the cutie in seat 3B. Okay. Now, in this sneaky little compartment, you lift it up. In here, they've got some great gadgets, so there's actually a good amount of space in here. I've got my camera, my passport, of course. I like to have eyes on it at all times. You can fit your phone and all of those handheld gadgets right in there. This is where your remote for the television stows. They've also got your USB port so that you can charge any of your USB devices. They have a full power outlet too. So for example, Matt and I will probably plug our laptop in there at some point when we start actually working. So we've all settled in, and the first service was drink service. So they have come around with a beautiful little cart stocked with all the beverages you could ever dream of. I'm working, so I've kept it clean with a Diet Coke with fresh lime, my favorite. They also have these beautiful bottles of warmed mixed nuts, which are lovely. And what's really interesting is that the wine list has actually been curated by a master sommelier, Bobby Stuckey. Now he has chosen wines that are global. You've got everything and anything you could ever want on here. They've got champagne from France, they've got Chardonnay from California, a beautiful Riesling from Australia, shout out Bin 51 tenfold. They've got a Cab Sav from California, Shiraz from the Barossa Valley, and a beautiful Portuguese port. So their wine list and their drinks list is really extensive, you guys. It's a really nice way to kick the flight off.
I know that I just met you, but you look, oh girl, you blow my.
Next up, we have the headphones that you supply with on board. So these come in these little kits. No, they are not for keeps. You're just using them while you're on board. And these are Bose. I did get the heads up from American HQ. I believe they have a partnership with Bang & Olufsen. So if you are flying and you see those on board instead, that's the reason why. So these are noise cancelling headphones, you guys. They make such a big difference on a flight like this. That ambient noise you can hear in the back of hour videos, they just cut that right out. And I even leave them on when I'm sleeping. They just make a really, really big difference to your in-flight quality. When we found our seats, we also found these. Now these are onboard gifts, I would say. They're your little gift kits that you get, and they are from This Is Grounds. Now they are a well-known leather company, and when I was talking to American HQ, they said that what they're trying to do, rather than going to work with really big brands who are already established and really well known, they're trying to find brands like This Is Grounds who are up and coming. You know, they're smaller businesses who really value the partnerships with one another, and they can work together to get these really high quality products in front of people like you and me. So let's open this up and have a look. I love me an in-flight kit. I feel so fancy. Okay, what do we got? Eye mask, essential. We got some mouthwash, because we all know how it is after 13 hours on board a plane. We've got toothbrush and toothpaste. We've got a pen, socks, some information about the kit. We've got toothpaste, essential. We've got tissue pocket pack. We've got some earplugs. I really value these. These are something else. If I don't have access to noise cancelling headphones, these make all the difference on long haul, you guys. We've also got some hand lotion, so cute, and a chapstick, absolutely beautiful. Now, one thing I will say that you'll be watching as I unwrap everything, there's a lot of single-use plastic here, and I think that's a real problem for the travel industry in general, and I think it's a struggle for airlines especially, because there is an issue with hygiene, and they need to make sure that what they're giving us is hygienic. So I don't have the answers myself, but I'm sure there's somebody much smarter than me out there who will come up one day with a solution and really help airlines find a way to cut down on single-use plastics like these and things in here. You know, I would love to see some bamboo products in there, you know, bamboo toothbrushes, and they are more expensive, but they are sustainable, so it would be great to see some stuff like that in there, and maybe a leather-free option. I know they're a leather product, a leather brand, but it would be great to see a leather-free option for our vegan friends out there. One great thing that American are doing, they came around before with water bottles, and I was a bit hesitant to take one because I am trying to cut down on my single-use plastics, but the staff said, hey, we're actually going to refill those during the flight, so huge kudos to American for doing something like that. That one thing, that one difference makes a huge, huge, huge impact on the fight against single-use plastics. So shout out to you, American. Well done.
You got me so blinded.
Alright, it is meal time, and we are starting with our entrees, I believe. These are definitely entrees, and they are so vibrant. This looks absolutely beautiful. Now, the entire menu has been crafted by celebrity chef Sean Connolly, so you know it's good. If you don't know who he is, go and look him up. He makes a mean feed, you guys. I today have decided to go with the vegetarian vegan meal. I've got a beautiful green salad. They've come around with some fresh sourdough that is so soft and warm. Oh, it smells good. I've got a lemon olive oil dressing over here. I've got a little plate of vegetables, and then here some more veggies as well. This is phenomenal. I really like to try and eat healthy when I'm flying, and this is exactly what I needed. Let's take a look at what Matt's got over there. He's got some beautiful, well, we're going to the States now, so I'm going to say shrimp. He's got some jumbo shrimp over there. Those are some fat prawns. He's also got a salad served with a beautiful balsamic vinaigrette. He's gone for 2 slices of sourdough. What an animal, and that looks sensational. Let's tuck in.
You got me so blinded. You got me listen to my heart.
It is time for mains, you guys, and I have enough room after eating all that salad. So over here I have got some delicious vegetables with polenta. Now the lovely guy who served me, he was quite concerned. He said, look, I'm sorry it looks a little rough on the plate, but what happens when they're transporting it, obviously everything moves. So is it plated the way MasterChef would do it? No, it's not, but we're talking about a plane here, so let's be reasonable. And as long as it tastes good, I'm fine with that. So I'll jump in and have a taste in a second. Let's talk about what Matt's got. So he jumped on and pre-selected his meal. They do have an in-flight menu that he could have chosen from, but to make sure he got what he wanted, he ordered online before we boarded everything. So he's just had a sundae with butterscotch, chocolate sauce, passion fruit sauce, strawberries, nuts, and whipped cream. She looked a little horrified, you know that. She was a little shocked at what she was seeing. I, on the other hand, being of civil origin, have received my lovely vegan chocolate cake. This smells amazing. Oh, quite dense to the fork. She thick. Oh, that smells so good. So chocolatey. Let's give this a go. She thick. Now, as you can see, I have had a quick outfit change because when we boarded, they came around and they were handing out free jammies. And there's two things I like. It's free stuff and jammies. So this is like a dream come true. And they have all different sizes, small through to extra large. I've gone for extra large because I like my pajamas as baggy as humanly possible. Matt will tell you, I'm not one of those girls in the cute, tight, satin pink number. I like them baggy. So in recent years, American Airlines has brought on hundreds of brand new planes, and what that means is situations like we are in now, you've got all of those modern elements and those techie elements that you really need in this day and age. Whether you are up the front in business, whether you're in premium economy or you're in economy, you're going to find those in your seats. And I did a bit of research on the average seat widths, and actually from front to back, there isn't that much difference in your seat width, so that's a really good thing to know. Now, American Airlines really know what they are doing. They are handling something like 6,300 daily departures to over 350 destinations worldwide. So I mentioned before that what we're flying on is a Dreamliner 787. Now, on board your Dreamliners, the cabin pressure and humidity are both higher. So what that means is it cuts down on passenger fatigue, dry eyes, headaches, and all those yucky feelings. There is a lot more room inside this cabin. You can walk around, stand bolt upright, and I don't know about you, but I always feel better when I have more room around me on a long haul flight. Another thing you'll notice on your Dreamliners is that the windows are significantly larger. Now they are 19 inches tall and they have these dimmer switches, so you don't have to be messing around with shades or that kind of thing. And the dimmer switches mean that you can control what kind of light is coming through, so they can be perfectly clear or you can take it all the way up to dark. One other thing that's really important to note is that they have in-flight Wi-Fi, you guys, so if you like to stay connected, you absolutely can. Now, Wi-Fi is for purchase, of course, and they have different packages. Matt and I have gone with the $19 package, which covers you for the full flight. Now, I will say this, your in-flight Wi-Fi isn't as fast as you're probably used to in your home, but I think that's reasonable. I mean, where even are we? They are currently offering daily flights from Sydney to LA, and that has worked out perfectly for Matt and I because we are going onward to San Diego. So let's say you were going to San Diego, you were going maybe to San Francisco, you were going out to Vegas for a wild party time. You could easily catch that daily flight and then spend some time in LA, or just simply catch a connecting flight onwards. Now let's talk about the seat. So the seat is really, really comfortable. There's a lot of padding there. Some of the seats I've seen, even still in business, they can be quite hard, and at first you don't notice, but I'm telling you, after about 6, 7, 8 hours, you really start to feel it. This one is really padded, it's really soft. I get a bad back on long haul flights like many people, and the back support has been amazing so far. Now there is a touch screen here that lights up, so it's actually quite modern. Like some of the old ones, you know, you have to press it on the handset and like this, or it's on the armrest. No, this is a beautiful touchscreen. It's really modern, and what I really like about it is that when you don't touch it for a while, it goes dark. Seating positions. Seating position 1, that's where I am now. That's bolt upright. That's your taxi landing situation. Then we've got casual reclining, mode number 2. Okay, look at me go. so you don't just have to sleep on it like that with nothing on it. We have some great bedding here from a brand called Casper. I'm going to unpack these. I'm going to make up the bed for you. So let me just, some of the bedding got lost there. I didn't realize it was going to go that flat. Let me dig out the rest of the bedding and then we'll make the bed. It's like going camping, but a million times better. Alright, so the way this works is that the strap bag, you undo that and it hooks over the top of the seat and it's going to create some extra cushioning if you didn't already have enough. Extra padding. I'm doing it, I'm nailing it. Let me get in here all nice and snug. Oh, you would not believe how cozy that is. That's really soft on the butt. It is so comfortable, so cozy. That extra bit of padding, yes. This Duna duvet, whatever you want to call it, the blankie, and then Matthew, my pillow. No more filming, this is me. And then let's take a nap. A few hours since we saw you last. Matt and I have been resting peacefully. It has been a really easy flight, not too bumpy or anything like that. It's been really smooth sailing. So now it's time for breakfast. We're about an hour and a half out from landing in LA and this is what we've got. So my veggie meal, I've got some baked beans, I've got some tomatoes, some potatoes. My brain is mushy. I got some mushrooms, beautiful fresh sourdough, some fresh fruit juice, coffees, teas, the works. So we are going to eat all of this. It looks absolutely delicious. And then you guys, we are getting ready to land. Now I know today we have just shown you the business class offering. Let's show you a little bit of their premium economy. Alright you guys, that is it from us. I really hope you've enjoyed this video and it's given you a little glimpse into the world of business class aboard American Airlines. Just want to say a huge thank you to them for having us and thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed this video. Now if you don't already, be sure to subscribe and say hello in the comments below. Have a great weekend and I will see you next week. Love ya!